Today on the show, we're talking about Ric Flair, we're talking about Bobby Lashley, Scotty's back, T-Bone is back. Let's get to it.
Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down the gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling straight from the heart.
Oh, welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It is Throwdown Tuesday. Is that Thursday? I don't know. Ricky names these. Ricky's not here. Ricky names these. Throw up Tuesday, tear down Tuesday, turnbuckle Tuesday.
There we go.
Top rope Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know what the name is. I don't know.
Spinning toe hold Tuesday.
Spinning toe hold Tope Tuesday. I actually like that better. Tope Tuesday. Scotty is back. Welcome back, Scotty. It's been a week and a half since you've been around.
Long week and a half.
Making money has slowed you down from the podcast, buddy. How have you been?
Tired, my friend. Very, very tired, but glad to be back. Glad to talk a lot of wrestling today. I'm looking forward to it. So
I'm a little disappointed. I thought because you had been dealing with makeup that you would come looking a little bit better.
Hey, you know what? Okay, let me tell you something right now. I like whoever invented glitter makeup. There's a special place in hell for you.
I agree.
So doing these cosmetic resets, like kids in Ulta Cosmetics, they give you these chance to test out the makeup and stuff like that. And kids destroy these things. Glitter makeup is everywhere. I still, from the first week I started doing these resets, I am still finding glitter. I have showered like 8. I am still finding glitter in different spots. Like I'll go out in the sun, I'll look down at my arm, I'll see reflecting surfaces. I'm like, what the fucking hell? Why am I still covered in glitter after a week?
I thought for sure you were going to say, I've taken at least 2 showers this month. And I'm still finding glitter. No, glitter is the blood of Satan. That's what I always said.
I agree.
What's up? Lacey Hardy's in the house. My ex-wife's daughter, when she was younger, she got glitter balls or glitter whatever, and dropped it in the back seat of my car.
Oh no!
Now, if you can imagine the back seat of my car looking like Studio 54 for about 9 months.
Oh.
I had my car detailed, and there was still glitter. You found glitter everywhere.
Yep.
So, I know whenever I sold my car, that when they pulled the seat up in the back, if you could pull the seat up, that they found there was shit. Besides chicken nuggets, there was glitter. T-Bone Jones is back with us, back by popular demand. Everyone loved him. I don't fucking know why. But they loved him. They loved it. They said T-Bone was great. We can listen to him laugh all day long. Welcome, Jeremy. Welcome back to Hard Way Wrestling.
Thank you.
What's been going on?
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
What's been going on, my man?
Not much. I got Axel Crow coming up on my show this Thursday.
I see that. Axel Crow this Thursday, 8 p.m. You guys got to check out. If you've not checked out T-Bone's Go Bills, John Laramie's in the chat. Go Bills. Third in that division this year, I believe the Bills will be.
John, we will get you back into pro wrestling one way or another. I'm telling you this right now. All right.
I'd love to body slam John. I really would. So John and I'll get back to you in a second. But John and I worked out at the same gym together. And I don't know if that's how we met or we met through Sam's Club, one or the other. But this is the sweatiest fucking guy I've ever met. So we would work out, and he lifts. I don't know if he does it anymore. Last time I saw him, he was pretty thick. anytime he gets a girlfriend, he picks up like 40 pounds. But anyway, he needs to go through a divorce. He needs to go through a breakup to get back in shape. That's how I looked at John. But John would lift. What's up? Brian Hardy's in the chat. Brian Hardy.
Wow.
Got some heat with Brian Hardy. Maybe a little.
You do. We'll talk about ATCW in a little.
We'll get to ATCW. So I got a little bit back on him from the USW shows. So, but John lifts like ridiculous weight. He's a strong young lad. So, John, good dude, shitty football team. Anyway, Jeremy. So what? So you got Axel Crow on Thursday, 8 p.m. Again, let me back up. If you have not seen T-Bone Jones's podcast, or video, he loves to. You're not really podcast form yet, right? You're just live. You're just video, right?
No, I'm just live streaming, just chilling, live streaming.
Right. It's he had a pretty amazing guest on last week. I thought he was pretty good. I'm not sure. What was the reaction from your fans about Jonathan Cross?
I will have to look to tell you the numbers. I think it's. Hang on, and I'll tell you for sure.
It's probably your lowest viewed video ever.
Yeah, technically, yes, it is. It's my lowest viewed live stream, 91 views, 19 likes though.
Okay,
so that's
more likes than a lot of your videos get.
Yes, that is a lot more than a lot of my videos. So yeah, so
maybe we post that 17 times, and we'll see if we can get those.
I got it on my YouTube, I got it on my TikTok, and I have it on my Rumble channel. So it's everywhere right now.
Okay, how about Grindr? Is it on Grindr?
No, it ain't on Grindr.
Ricky just entered the chat, ladies.
Oh, Ricky.
That is awesome.
Hey, Ricky, yeet. No microphone, buddy. You're on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on mute.
Yeah, yeeting over there, huh?
He's no yeeting.
No yeeting, yeah.
No yeet, yeah. No sound.
Yeah, give him a second here. Yeah, I asked Jeremy last week. Jeremy said he wanted to have me on. I was like, great. Do you want Jason or do you want Jonathan Cross? He goes, I want Jonathan Cross.
Yeah, I do, and I did. I got it.
What about now, boys?
There you go.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
All right. I think it's because I'm on this other camera for once.
Okay. Is it your sound coming through your camera or coming through your
What, right now?
Yeah, it's coming through your camera, coming through your headphones.
I think it's coming through my headphones.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Perfect. Yep, perfect.
I'll check it.
Welcome, Ricky, to chat. We'll get you in a second. But yes, anyway, thank you so much for having me on. Brian Hardy said it was an awesome interview. You never know what you're going to get with Jonathan Cross. He's kind of a prick. I mean, he's really not too much far from what you see right now. It's Jason's a little nicer, right? Jason's a little nicer. Jonathan Cross is a rich asshole. So,
thank God he's a heel again.
Jason's a poor asshole.
And thank God Cross is a heel again at ATCW. All is right in the world.
All is right in the world. You guys knew it was coming eventually, and we'll get to that here in a bit. Ricky, how's your mom? Ricky's mom was in a car accident earlier.
Oh my!
A little sore, a little banged up, but she's just getting tests done, X-rays, make sure like the knee's all right. But yeah, not bad.
She'll do anything not to cook you dinner.
Probably. But yeah, so I'm just on call right now. I had to make sure the kid and dad are taken care of, and then when FMH decides they are not going to be slow and actually do the tests, because for anybody who knows Frederick Memorial Hospital, they are slow as dirt.
Yes. Yeah, they are. Which I would, if I was dying, I wouldn't go there for sure.
Well, luckily for her, it's just minor and just precautionary.
Welcome, Austin, to the chat. Austin will be back here in a couple of weeks on our regular show, which I'm so excited we'll get him back. Brian Hardy says Jason the person is a good dude to have around. My kid Jonathan Cross would sell the kids. LOL.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. I wouldn't get much because honestly, the kids aren't worth shit. But except for Lacey. Lacey's the best one out of them all. Lacey's my favorite. We baddies, right? So Lacey's my favorite. Yes, all is well in the world of independent wrestling. That Jonathan Cross is now a heel. He is back. The good guy shit was fun, right? I got, you get to run around and high five the slimy ass people of West Virginia. That's okay. But now you know what? I don't know, guys, that and Jeremy, you don't know this. At ATCW, I was a good guy for a little while. We had a battle with another company, and they came in and tried to take over, and they did for a while. And we righted the ship this weekend. Brian Hardy won the ATCW heavyweight title. For those who didn't know, congratulations, Brian Hardy, for holding that title less than Drew McIntyre, because unbeknownst to him,
I think it was. It was pretty close.
Unbeknownst to him, we had acquired the golden ticket from that idiot Jimmy Alpha, and that'll all that story will come out at a later time, how we got the ticket and all that stuff. But we acquired the ticket and cashed in the ticket on Brian Hardy and took the title off of him in AK. Aristotle is now your new ATCW heavyweight champion. Need a fresh young face on this cast. We absolutely do. We're old motherfuckers. We do need a young lad.
Yeah, I'm pretty old.
Yeah, you're old as shit. But
Big fan of AK though. So if anybody had to do it, I'm glad it was AK.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't know if you heard the chants after it happened, but there were people chanting for AK. So maybe Brian Hardy's not as popular as Brian Hardy thinks he is. So, they were chanting for AK, and there were people like giving me the thumbs up. So
Hey,
Brian
manager
Hardy,
champions.
that's right, manager. Listen, everything I touch is gold, right? Everything I touch is gold. How Jeremy right now, I don't know if you can tell, he's got a bad, he can't hear out of the one ear, but his jaw is very golden right now because he got touched by the golden hand. Anyway, but all is well in the world of independent wrestling, that I am now maybe a tweener, maybe not so much a heel, but maybe a tweener. So,
but here's my question. Like, again, you say it'll all be explained. My biggest question: what did you guys do to poor Jimmy Alpha? Did you just like fold him over and stuff him in a trash can somewhere and just leave him to rot while you took the golden ticket off him?
Jimmy Alpha has passed away. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Jimmy Alpha died in a car crash with Sunshine, and he's no longer with us. That golden ticket just happened to be laying around, and that'll pop Austin. He's probably giggling right now. And we acquired a ticket. It just happened to be in a little bit of a little dust up during the ATCW thing. Somebody might have picked up the ticket and was holding on to it, and possession is 9/10 of the law.
So you used West Virginia Chrome to re-establish its look, because last I remember somebody snapped it in half.
It was snapped in more than half. It was multiple pieces. Yes, we did use West Virginia Chrome or West Virginia duct tape. We went right down the street to the nearest trailer park, and we grabbed it right off the side of someone's mobile home, and we fixed it.
That's where all my duct tape went.
Is that I forgot you lived in a mobile home, Scotty.
Oh my!
And that you might not know that Scotty does live in a mobile home, and if there's any flooding, he can paddle out with that paddle behind him. He can lean out the window.
Scotty always wins until he loses.
Anyway, again, all is right in independent wrestling, but Jonathan Cross is not a fan favorite anymore. So let's get into it, guys. Welcome to the show, everybody. I cannot hit the like and subscribe button for some reason today. My buttons aren't working. I have to get that updated and fixed. But
That's
anyway,
every day.
make sure you go like and subscribe and ring the bell. We appreciate it. We are on our quest for 1,000 subs. For the
We're
record,
going to get there before Independent Rewind.
Independent Rewind is in our rear view mirror right now. Right now, they are creating emails to start their own YouTube. See ya. It was a long journey. About a month and a half ago, we were 150 behind them, and as of today, we are 6 in front of them. So clearly we're getting it done, and you can always show so much snatch on the video, and it doesn't always work. So I told Ricky, I said, listen, if we got to show a boobie or two, if I got to get Jeremy to take his shirt off to get views, we got a half a nipple from Scotty. Oh my goodness! And we're getting demonetized as we.
Somebody get Jason, yell for Jesse. We need real ones.
She was just in here a few minutes ago. She was just in here a few minutes ago. So.
You like nipples? My cat has a lot of them, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Can it be milked?
I don't know. I don't try. I don't want to try.
All right, well, let's get into it here. Ric Flair out of AEW. Ric Flair hasn't appeared in All Elite Wrestling TV and doesn't look like he's going to be in any creative plans moving forward. This story comes from Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful Select. Flair was featured at AEW TV a number of times en route to Sting's retirement in March, including even taking a super kick from the Young Bucks at AEW Revolution. However, he has not been featured on AEW TV since the Fightful has learned that he hasn't been brought back. He won't be brought back, or hasn't been brought back in quite some time. It also looks like the Woo Energy is sponsorship is done also. Boys, who cares?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. That was the only thing that he was on there for, was Sting's retirement tour and to get some hop out of his weird death drink.
Has anybody seen that anywhere?
Nope.
No.
I
was getting ready to ask the same question.
Just on TV.
Rob Wells is in the chat. He says, congrats on passing, but the finish line has not been reached yet. That is true. I just wanted to say that you guys have been Rob Wells, Frosty Wells. You guys have been around for since they created YouTube, I think. And we have been around a little over
year and a half almost.
Right. And we are over 900 subscribers. We're on our way to 1,000. So our next goal is T-Bone Jones. I'm going to have to unsubscribe to T-Bone.
Yeah. Hey,
what's T-Bone got?
Just kidding, buddy. He's at 1,400 right now. He's at 1,400 right now.
Good night.
Yeah. So and
it only took me 7 months.
Yeah, seven months to buy them.
What illegal shit you doing over there?
Don't pull no spooky loose shit on me,
I
man.
hear the stories. No.
He's got a lot of kids though too, so.
Oh, that's right. What do you get? 13 kids, right, T-Bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost got as many kids as Ric Flair has his ex-wives. So
yeah.
So it looks like
I got 2 ex-wives. So
2.
I'm trying to catch up with him. Yeah, just 2.
Just 2. All right, I got 2 also. I'm working on my 3rd. That's awesome. So Scotty, Ric Flair, how much politicking do you think was going on in back of AEW for him to actually get another match?
Probably a lot. I mean, it was funny. T-Bone and I were joking about it while when you first said you were going to talk about a Flair situation. Like, I was like, what is he announcing his next retirement tour match? Like, I'm sure he was talking to Tony about, hey, like, I'm ready. I can do another one. I don't care if I have another 3 heart attacks in the ring. I can do another. I guarantee it was politicking hard. And to be honest, like, while I don't have all that much respect for Tony, in my view, if anybody in that roster needed to go, it was Flair. Because I love the man; he is a legend. But my God, at this point, is it not embarrassing enough to have an energy drink, a sponsorship for an energy drink that nobody can buy. The Flair out there looking like, looking like death as it is. I mean, I don't know. Like Tony probably just got like he probably did the silent treatment with Flair too. After a while of like, hey, Tony, can I get a last match? After a while, you just stop taking the calls, stop calling Flair back, kind of thing. The way Tony always does. And in a lot of respects, like I said, I wouldn't blame Tony a bit for that one. So but yeah, no, I'm sure there was a ton of politicking for it, and I'm glad that Tony made the right decision by not giving into that. If there,
Tony already has enough near-death experiences on his show with all the matches he does. So to actually put what is Flair, like 80 something now?
He's 70 something, I think.
He's got a ways to go before he's as old as Luchasaurus. But if you want to see a late 70s old man get hit in the nuts and fly off of a ladder with Darby Allin through some glass and chairs and God knows what, and I'm sure he tried to get Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, his boys, to pitch it to Tony too about how they could get a match out of him somehow, some way.
Jeremy, have you ever done a match that's gone Broadway with 3 naps in between?
No. Never seen that until the last Flair match, and I was very worried when he took the last nap at the last, you know what I mean? Like I didn't
the very last nap.
Yeah, I thought it was the last nap, I love Ric Flair. I'm a big fan. I've watched him over the years. I've watched video of him from the 70s and 80s, and I'm a big fan. But at the end of the day, enough's enough. It's like trying to say Hulk Hogan's going to wrestle one more. Leave it alone. You guys are dinosaurs. You got one foot in the grave. You've had a bazillion. They've had a bazillion health problems, more so than me. And I've been through a lot. So I just think it's time to hang it up, It's time to retire. I love Flair. I think he's, as a wrestler, as a human being, that's a different story for another time. But it's time to retire.
Dominic Hoffman is in the chat. Welcome in, Dom. Little Dom, why
Does
did
he have a
AK
mustache?
I think it's milk. Why did AK take the ATCW championship? Dom, there's only 2 words for that, buddy. He can. That's it. He can.
There's only one thing to say to that. Show up at ATCW and you'll find out.
He was actually, I believe he was in the front row. Yeah, he was in the front row. Yeah, he was.
Wow.
Is that kid that was jumping around? I thought he was going to get in the ring.
They all look like they're going to get in the ring at some point.
But this kid was on the mat, around the ring. I thought at one point he was going to pull Brandon's leg out.
Yeah.
No, little Dom. He wears the Bobby Lashley United States title to the ring or down to the show. He had a belt on. He was in that back corner by Rob.
Okay. So he was across from us.
Yeah. So, I don't know where Ric Flair goes from here. I don't know if I'm always interested in Ric Flair because I'm a big Ric Flair too. I was a Horseman guy. Ric Flair was one of my favorites, probably my favorite of all time, next to the great Kylie. I'm hoping that no one ever gives Rick another chance, right? Another chance to get in the ring. Let's end it like that. Let's end it with Jeff Jarrett smacking someone's, who did he smack? Was it Andrade? Who did he smack someone's mom or wife in the side of the head up in the front row of that?
He was against Andrade and Flair at that tag match. So
I can't remember who the woman was.
I don't remember.
Oh, it was Flair's wife.
Wendy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, is that her name's Wendy?
I think it's Wendy Barlow or something.
No idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
the current wife or the old wife?
And didn't they get divorced after that?
I think so.
I think so too. And then they got back together. I don't know what's going on. None of my business.
He's a cockster, so It's Flair. It's Flair. But yeah, I'm hoping that Ric Flair doesn't show up anywhere else. Maybe WWE for some like Monday Night Raw.
Doesn't he have enough money to buy an island or something and just stay?
He did. I did read a post that he said that if John Cena during his retirement tour were to break his record, he'd be the first one there to shake his hand and congratulate him. But he also said he wants his daughter to break the record or Randy Orton.
Yeah. Which I think that's the better choice is Randy Orton, but anyways.
I think the better choice is Charlotte.
Most likely it'll be Charlotte.
Yeah.
Most likely it'll be Charlotte. She already beat Trish's record and wasn't Trish the most out of anybody, 7-time WWE Women's Champion.
She's what,
like
15 right now? 15?
14.
Yeah.
14.
She got 3 to go.
The only thing that's going to stop her is Andrade.
Yeah.
You think?
I mean, he can put her out for a year.
I don't know. he politicked himself into the speed title, so.
See, look, he only needs 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 2.5. That's 2 minutes well spent.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into
really quick question though. If for some reason he goes back to WWE for whatever reason, without giving him an actual wrestler's contract, do we think they should give him a Legends contract, whatever that even means? I mean, I know like guys like the Dudleys have got one. Taker most definitely has one. Like, do they just give him if he's going to be signed it for anything, like whether it's just personal appearances or whatnot? Do they give him a Legends contract in WWE?
I don't know how that goes with WWE. I know that we saw Ric Flair's line at WrestleCon, and it was 100 miles long. Right? Do you remember seeing that line, Rick?
Yeah.
Like, so it's 100 miles long. He doesn't need the WWE to make money. I think he's hooked up right now with a sports card dealer or some sort of something in that area that gets him all these signings and stuff. So
you know what
he has is that his energy and his own line of pod or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to bring up. He's got his own line of pot with Mike Tyson and whatnot.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, we saw.
I guess Hogan got into that too, and now Hogan's got his own beer out now too.
I'm hearing that Ric Flair got into, or not Ric Flair. Yeah, who was it? Who are we talking about? Shit, I just lost the name.
Hogan.
No, I think never mind.
Tyson.
That's who it was. Tyson drank one of those Woo Energies. That's why he couldn't fight.
Yeah,
that may be it.
Man.
I've never had it. I don't know what it tastes like. I'm a Red Bull guy myself.
Well, from the reports, it tastes like shit.
Yeah. I'm about 2 weeks quitting on energy drinks. So
really,
yep.
Hey,
good for you. And you do the sugar-free ones too.
I do the sugar-free ones, but yeah, creeping up on 40, I don't want to abuse the heart anymore. Than apparently what one of my medications already does.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, my doctor said it wouldn't go well with my one medication and cause like arrhythmia or whatever the hell technical name he said.
Yeah, well, they got medicine.
That was enough to scare me.
They got medicine to even that out, so you can drink the Red Bulls. You just got to take the medicine too.
No, that's all good. I made it 2 weeks. I think I can keep it going forward.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into details on MVP, Tamina, and Bobby Lashley. On Sunday, Fightful Sean Ross Sapp reported that Bobby Lashley's WWE contract was set to expire, with PWN reporting that he was removed from the company's internal roster. In addition, they reported that Tamina and MVP are also removed from the internal roster. Now, MVP has been very critical of Triple H here over the last couple months. They really thought that they could get the Hurt Business back together. Triple H was totally against it. Triple H tried to put Bobby Lashley and Street Profits together to create some sort of They didn't call him Hurt Business 2.0, but that's what it was kind of heading towards.
Yeah.
And Bobby
Yeah,
Lashley.
they had a different name, didn't they? Because they were in that 6-man match with the Final
Pride.
Testament.
They were
Yes,
called
there
Pride.
we go.
Yeah, they were called the Pride. So Bobby Lashley's been hurt over the last couple of weeks. He's now been moved to the off the internal roster. His contract's coming up. It looks like they're not going to re-sign Bobby Lashley. They're definitely not signing Tamina, and they're definitely not signing MVP. Let's get to Tamina first. She hasn't been booked since February.
Whose catering table?
Welcome to Whose Catering Table Is It? So Tamina hasn't been booked since February 2023, and I don't even what pay-per-view or event was in February of 2023? Backlash.
No, that's after Mania.
Fastlane.
Who the hell cares at this
Right,
point?
who cares? Tamina, she's part of the Samoan dynasty.
Honestly,
No, maybe she's not. She's Snuka's kid.
she's Snuka's kid.
Yeah.
So here's
Did
my
she kill
take on it.
somebody or something that we didn't know about?
No, she was in a program with Tozawa and Dana Brooke and
That's exactly right. Now,
and Reggie it was the 24/7 stupid angle they had, and she was making out with Tozawa or something.
Tozawa, yeah.
The off-brand hardcore title.
Yeah.
I
So
actually like that title.
Here's my take on it.
Or the 24/7.
If
Santa
they want
Claus
to,
and the Easter Bunny won that title, bro.
yeah. So here's my take on it. If they're gonna do 2.0 Hurt Business and AEW, just sign all of them, all three of them. Get Shelty B in there. There's your 4-person stable. Hurt Business 2.0.
Yeah. So you got Sheldon, Lashley,
MVP and Tamina.
Well, why would we bring Tamina in for?
Plus, isn't
Why not?
she older anyways? She's like in her.
She's been around a while.
She's been around a long while. Yes, and she's injury prone now. She's getting,
I think it's time for her to go home.
I think it was
Cedric's still signed with WWE, right?
Cedric's still signed with WWE. So he's still signed there. So let's go. We go Sheldon Benjamin and Bobby Lashley go to, and MVP go to AEW. Who from AEW, Scotty, can we add to those three to hold on, Ray. Hold on. Who can we add to that group of three from AEW to start Her Business 2.0?
See, now I was just about to say that I don't know if it would work because he's the champion, but at the same time, I think it would actually be a good boost for him as the champion to come in and have that stable because he's got veterans like MVP Cedric or MVP Bobby and Shelton, and it'd be Swerve. You put Swerve in that group as the champion, they all align together, and now you've got several of the best veterans being able to back Swerve up and kind of help get him to where he needs to be as the AEW champion. And I think that'd actually be the best one to put in that group because he was for a while over with the AEW fans, still kind of is, but with everything else going on in AEW, it's kind of hard to tell, who's over and who's not. I'd say put Swerve in that group.
Okay. Jeremy?
I kind of agree.
Ricky's chomping at the bit. Ricky is chomping.
I like Scotty's idea, but I got another one to add to the mix.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
I was thinking the same thing. Add Swerve to the group. Get rid of that little guy that's out there with him now.
Prince Nana.
No, you can't get rid of Prince Nana.
Yeah, you got to. You got to get rid of him.
No.
To make the Hurt Business serious. And
How do I click him off?
You're the man of all the buttons.
Don't get rid of Nana.
To make him more serious.
Nana.
No.
Make him more street.
Gotcha. Rick?
Okay, so along with Swerve and Nana, Powerhouse Hobbs.
I like Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
That
about.
would be even better than just Swerve. Add Powerhouse Hobbs because they're not doing nothing with Hobbs.
I,
He's
well,
injured.
he's hurt.
Injured, I
He's hurt.
think.
Right. He's hurt.
But
Right
he
now.
would be
Oh, is he hurt?
he would
Okay,
be
my bad.
excellent to be with that group, a veteran group that could work with him and show him some shit. And yeah, he would look really, really strong if they book him right in that group.
Yeah, that would be, and again, it would do the same in a lot of respects, the same thing for Powerhouse that it would do for Swerve. Yes, Powerhouse isn't the AEW champion, but I think it would bring Powerhouse along in such a way that Hobbs could end up, getting the rub off those guys and could become the next in-house AEW champion.
I would almost, in a way, kind of bring them in like the Outsiders and the NWO. Have them come in and just absolutely just destroy everybody.
And mop the floor with everybody. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Take out the Elite, take out the AEW roster, kind of just be that outlaw faction that just dominates, kind of similar to the NWO.
And if you add Hobbs to that group, you can make Hobbs and Shelton Benjamin the tag champions. Have Bobby Lashley get the title that MJF holds or the TNT title, and then have Swerve Strickland as your heavyweight champion. The whole group's got belts.
Well, there's enough groups for them to add, or enough titles for them to add about 8 more members to the stable, and they all have belts.
Well, yeah, because they got the ROH tag titles and 6-man tag. Like it's
The
all
International House of Breakfast Pancakes Championship, the Continental Breakfast.
It really is.
Well, I think first off, I think Swerve is way too big for that group. I think what they're doing with Swerve right now, he's a lone wolf. He needs to be on his own. The only guy that I could see that would really, I mean, there's 2 guys really, but what was the little guy that used to run around with Bobby Lashley?
No, not Leo Rush.
Okay, you got Leo Rush, but here's the one that they're not doing a lot with. They're not doing a lot with, and I think it would be amazing with them. Jay Lethal.
I like it.
There you go.
I like it.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
And I love Jay Lethal. But not everybody has to be black to be in this group, right?
But I think it worked.
But that's what their theme is, isn't it?
Yeah.
John Silver. Johnny Hungy. We'll put Johnny Hungy with him.
Put Joe in there.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that.
I mean, he's a big, brutal guy that has no fucks to give. And, if he's in a faction, he doesn't have to be the one wrestling every week, kind of preserve his health a little.
Yeah. Brian Keith. I mean, his size is a problem, but Brian Keith would be another one that would be
Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho.
The learning tree. Oh joy.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding about that.
I'm throwing up in my mouth.
Yeah.
I think I did too. My cat's actually throwing up.
He's coughing up a hairball right now.
Yeah. He's coughing up a Jericho ball.
Jericho.
Hey, stop biting on that dumbass.
The learning tree. Yeah. So, I mean, I think the first thing everybody does when someone leaves WWE is they're going to AEW. We're going to see him in AEW, and that's not always the case. That doesn't mean that Tony's going to pay for a big talent like Bobby Lashley, right?
Well,
Lashley also said he'd go back to doing MMA stuff if the price is right and the situation.
Yeah, well, Bobby's also getting a little older too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But if you look at him, you really couldn't tell.
Well,
No.
black don't crack, bro.
Yeah.
Black don't crack. I mean, that's the truth. Black don't crack. What's he? 65 years old now, and you can't even tell.
But here's where I get worried. Okay, and again, I would love to see the Hurt Business back together. I'd love to see them make younger stars and get them over and stuff like that.
They were just starting to get their stride, right? They were really starting to really take off. They would have been better than the Judgment Day.
They would have been better than the Judgment Day. They would have been, in a lot of respects, the African American Four Horsemen. They real like the modern day African American football. I mean, in my view,
I could see that.
Yeah, they all held titles at one point too, I think.
yes,
Lashley was the WWE champ. They said, and Shelty were the tag champs, and MVP had the US title until he got hurt.
yeah.
It was kind of like when MVP got hurt, that whole stable kind of lost a little bit of its steam.
I think there was a lot of backstage politics bullshit going on with.
I agree
with them. So
the Vince era. Let us not forget that. Whatever was going on, Vince was still in charge, and
yeah, but he was high on him. Vince was high on Bobby Lashley, and like, it's Triple H is the one that didn't want to restart the Hurt Business.
But at the same, I mean, at that time when Hurt Business went away originally, Vince was still in charge. The original time they broke up, and again, like that was a Vince whim. Oh yeah, he can be high on a guy one day, and next day he's like, I don't see anything in him. I mean, look at Lex Luger. Like one day he's going to win the WWF title, and the next week, well, not so much.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm high on guys in independent, and then I talk to him for 5 minutes. I'm like, I'd never get this guy my fucking title.
Yeah,
not a fucking chance.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean there's, but I think that those guys have a little bit more. They're not your average independent guys. Like they're like guys that have been in the business, especially in WWE, for quite some time. So they kind of have a better. They're not going to be your typical asshole guys that are just like, and again, that's Vince's whims. Like that's why I say this was a Vince thing through and through, and he just, one day I feel like dealing with these guys, next day I don't feel like dealing with it, whatever, that kind of thing. So I don't know. But I'm very surprised that Triple H doesn't want to bring that back because again, they were getting over. They were like, I don't know what. And I still don't understand what the heck was going on with the Street Profits and Lashley. To begin with, that whole thing didn't go anywhere.
Well, they were feuding with
Final Testament.
The Final Testicles, which is is a terrible fucking faction, by the way.
Yeah.
Bebop and Rocksteady are forever fucking smashing dudes and hurting them. So
yeah, yep.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I just, I feel like if Triple H was more open to it, and again, I don't know why he wouldn't be, because again, they're all good guys. They're all guys that have done good stuff, and the Hurt Business, originally was getting over. It had legs. It had traction. So
Jeremy, did they drop the ball by ending the Hurt Business?
Yes, they did. They dropped the ball. They could have had a good storyline with them versus the Judgment Day. They could have had them versus Bloodline and done it better. You know what I mean? They could have done a lot with them, and they just dropped it. Yeah. And I think a lot of the backstage politics, and I agree with your brother over here. I think a lot of it had to do with Vince McMahon. You hear it all the time that he's racist. I'm gonna go right to that and say it. I ain't gonna dodge it. He's racist. You know what I mean? Like there could have been a lot of black world champions, and there wasn't. At one point, Junkyard Dog was actually over. They could have made him champion. Anybody could have been world champion that was of color, and they didn't do it with any of them. So that right there is why the Hurt Business didn't get over, is because they nipped it in the bud once it started. They thought it was a dumb idea. They threw them together because they didn't have anything else for them. And then when they started getting over, they pulled the fucking plug on it because it wasn't their idea to begin with to really go for them. Right. You know what I mean?
And they kind of buried MVP with Omos.
Yeah, that was his last claim to fame. And where's Omos right now? He's doing.
All I hear is he just does live event shows and loses or something like that, or he's beating Tozawa or somebody.
Tozawa's won a match in how long?
He won one recently on Raw.
Oh, did he really? Okay, I missed the last few weeks. I apologize.
Yeah, guys. I think he got like a win over Gable or something like that, like a crazy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I think it was some kind of like roll up win or something. I can't remember. It was something. Tozawa never wins. That's why I remember him winning. So I'll look it up here real shortly. Let's get into. Did you guys get a chance to watch Raw?
I watched all of it.
Good. Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you watching Raw. Do you want to go through it, or do you want me to go through it?
You go ahead and run it.
All right. So Raw opened up with Gunther in the ring. Do we think Gunther's gonna win this title?
I'm on the fence, man. I really don't know how they're gonna go about this yet.
I kind of want him to.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
He kind of needs it. He kind of needs it, if you ask me, because I mean, Damian Priest had his run. Let's give it to Gunther. Let's get Gunther get a shot at it. I mean, let him have a little bit of a chance with it. I mean, he did a hellacious job with the IC title. He made it relevant again, in my opinion. So let's see what he can do.
Honestly, I think that if he would wear that goddamn crown around, that he would need the title. He won't put on the crown. Why won't these people put on the crown?
You don't want to mess that hair up, bro.
God, well, who cares? They sell
It
combs.
seems like every time one of the guys put on the crown, though, the crown ends up getting smashed right afterwards.
Whatever. Let it get
He's
smashed.
got better hair than, well, all four of us. At least 3 out of 4 of us.
True. So Damian Priest comes down to the ring and puts a mic to his mouth and just fucking levels him, and they get into a nice little melee there. Punches looked really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see these melees are like, whatever, but no, they look like a couple shots where I think one of them hit Priest and then he tatered him right back. So a couple of nice little shots there. So I'm Scotty. Do you want Gunther to win this world title off of Priest?
And see, here's where I'm torn, because yes, I want Gunther to win it, but I also like the sad thing is that other than using that title as a plot point between Punk and Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest really hasn't completely impressed me as champion. Like, he's got his moments, but it's like, it isn't like he's not there yet. And I think they need to put that title on someone that is stronger, that can carry it. And I mean, all the Judgment Day stuff is kind of getting in the way of that title, being relevant to Damian. So I think they really need to get this title off of him, put it on Gunther. But at the same time, my head's like, well, if they give him a longer run, maybe he can become more relevant with the title and be more over as the champion. So that's where I'm like, I don't know where I want to go with this. But yes, I do want to see them put that title on Gunther. I think it would be a big, and I think, like T-Bone said about the IC title, he made it relevant. He got that title more over than it has been in the last 10 years. So he might be able to do the same thing for this World Heavyweight title.
Sorry, I'm updating some stuff here. Let me get back to. Stop fucking with it, right?
Yeah.
I can't stop.
I still want to say that Priest, when he loses that title, I think it's going to have something to do with Finn Balor and that portion of the Judgment Day turning him. You've already seen the seeds planted with Finn Balor kind of being the weasel behind all this with Liv and Rhea and Dom, and just the looks he gives to the camera when they're all leaving the room, like he's got this idea in his head that he's going to get that title off of him one way or another and split these guys up.
He just always looks like the confidence on this guy's face is just unbelievable. I hate it. Anyway, we get a Braun Breaker versus Elio Dragunov. Here's where Scotty takes his pants off. WWE Intercontinental Championship #1 contender match.
There you go.
Elio hit his head on the side of the ring and could not continue.
After he got speared leaping off of the apron.
Yeah, so I don't know. Kayfabe, don't know. It looked good.
Well, Breaker had messed his ribs up that entire match. He dropped him on the that LED board ring post, and that actually looked really good. The way Dragunov just fell off the back of it straight to the outside of the ring.
One of the best bumpers in the game right now is Eli
Absolutely.
Dragunov. You cannot tell if this guy bites his fingernails too short, it looks like he's dying. Like his facial expression.
He's into it.
Well, and it's the way he throws himself around the ring. Like, it's not just, the moves. Like, what was it? A couple of weeks ago, what was it? One of the matches I rewatched. I watched for the sake of it. There was a move that he took where he just like, maybe it was that one running spear that he got hit with, where they did the overhead camera angle when Braun came out and just leveled him.
Talking about the one where he missed it completely and put his head in Elio's balls. That was a rough one.
I'm sure that was a very rough one. But no, there was another. It was something that he did. He just he threw himself in such a way where it looked like he took the move, but you could almost tell that there was a little more oomph to it, and not overselling, but in the sense of just kind of, put a little more gusto into it, and just it looked like he went further than he should have, but in a good way. It was like, oh my gosh, he just went flying. I wish I could remember. It's been several weeks now, but
every week Braun is doing the Carl Lewis run around the ring to hit this spear. So
yeah,
could have been any of them.
Could have been any of them.
Lyra Valkyrie versus Sonya Deville. We're glad Sonya Deville's back, right? She's looking good.
Yeah,
looking good. Sonya Deville
she
wins.
Looks even better with the two that's with her.
Yes, they are the best wingmen ever, by the way. Yeah. Sonya Deville wins by pinfall with the Devil's Advocate.
That was after everybody ended up in the damn match, distracting the ref.
Well, this happens later on too, I believe. So, do we have a name for this group yet? And let's be politically correct before
I posted in the chat. I saw online, Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Yeah, I saw that too. They need a good name. Jeremy, what would you name this group of fine young bulldogs?
I have no idea.
Jeremy, you look like you could be their manager.
My wife wouldn't be thrilled with that. I have no idea what we would call them. You said bulldogs. They're three tough individuals. I wouldn't know what to call them. I mean, it's cool that they got them together. Hopefully they come up with some kind of name for them. But I hope they do well. I mean, it seems like they got something going on or something planned for them anyways. Hopefully it's not throwing them together like they did the Hurt Business in the beginning.
Yeah, my vote is to call them Hurt Business 2.0.
It seems like every time they get a women's faction, it's a dud. It just fizzles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
that's why I don't know what to name it, because it's just going to probably fizzle out anyway.
Damage Control was really good.
Yes and no, because what's Dakota Kai done? I mean, really, out of that whole group,
she's been injured a lot,
and then she's been back and she doesn't win.
Yeah,
Kairi Sane did not win unless Asuka was involved.
Yeah, no, I
mean, look, you had what did they have before? It was a few years ago. It was Ruby and Liv and the one that looks like she crawled out of a cave. I don't even remember what they were. The Riot Squad, and neither of the three of them amounted to anything except for Liv, and that even took a while.
Who was in that group? It was Ruby.
It was Ruby, Liv, and
the one dude,
Viking Raider girl.
Yeah. What is it? Valhalla. It wasn't. It wasn't Valhalla. It wasn't Valhalla. It was another name.
But Liv is the only one that amounted to anything out of that stable, and that was well after she left that stable.
Yeah.
And then they had Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and wasn't there a third one to that when they started? And nobody amounted to shit out of that until Mandy went to NXT, and that was the end of her run anyway. So
I honestly don't pay a lot of. I mean, I pay more attention now to women's wrestling, but I did not pay attention to women's wrestling then, because a lot of it was god awful.
Well, they're dressed nice.
They look very nice together. Akira Tozawa, Otis, and Xavier Woods versus Final Testicles. Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder, and
Toka and Razor.
Is that who it is? Toka.
No, Rocksteady was Sheamus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you know what I just realized? T-Bone over here looks like he could be the younger brother of Paul Ellering.
He could. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm big on Paul Ellering. I like him.
Paul Ellering is twice the age of Jeremy.
Yeah.
Scotty, how old do you think Jeremy is? You can be mean.
40.
Yeah, be mean.
40.
48, he said. Jeremy, give him the time. How old? 39.
Yes.
He didn't. Scotty didn't watch the last show.
Scotty's head turned sideways. What the fuck?
You're a year younger than me. Wow.
He is the poster boy of Road Hard, Put Away Wet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Road hard, put away West Virginian.
Hey, those country roads, boy. Woo.
They'll mess you up.
He don't use Band-Aids. He spits on it and puts duct tape on it.
That's for sure. Right as off the trailer, you got to pull it off the trailer. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Final Testament wins by pinfall with a spin out DDT from Karrion Kross on Xavier Woods. This is a faction I don't give two shits about. I could care less about Final Testicles. I don't. Two managers. I know Scarlett's not really a manager. She's more there for eye candy. The best thing about Karrion Kross was his entrance.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yes.
That was it. The guy looks great. He looks phenomenal. I think he should go back to the bald head. But he looks phenomenal.
I think he needs to ditch the woman in the group and just be a singles competitor on his own.
Oh, it's his wife. That'd be tough.
It's his wife. He ain't ditching her.
But he'd be taken more seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She can go. She can actually wrestle. So
Yeah.
Can she wrestle? I've never seen her wrestle.
yeah,
I've only seen her pretty much strip tease or whatever she does down to the ring.
the little slut. Go look at AAA. AAA Mania or Triple Mania or whatever they call that. She's done some stuff there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I'll check that.
we get a Zoe Stark versus
Whoa.
What did I miss?
The Creed Bros and Gable coming out to ask Otis and them if they're gonna patch things up and rejoin the Alpha Academy.
Gotcha. Yep. You are absolutely correct.
So of course Otis says no, and they're all behind Otis, and then they all jump Otis and Tozawa and beat the shit out of them.
So where we go from Priest and Gunther throwing great workers punches, great punches, some of them look stiff. We go to Chad Gable's new group, the Creed Brothers, who are throwing the worst punches in wrestling history. About as good as the punches thrown by the Dark Order the night that they jumped Cody. Pretty god awful. And then we get the whole Wyatt family, Wyatt Six, come down. Now they're coming down together, which is their entrance was pretty fucking sick, right? I can't wait till we actually get some work out of them. Did they lay? They didn't lay hands.
Uncle Howdy appeared behind Gable in the ring and gave him the Sister Abigail.
Yes, but the rest of the group didn't do anything. They didn't put.
That was where Austin fell off his chair again, probably.
Yes, Austin pulled down Scotty's pants for that one. We're gonna fast forward. Zelina Vega versus Zoe Stark. Zelina's arm was all wrapped up because the bulldog busted her arm up last week. What is her name?
Zoe Stark.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler. Busted her arm up. She wrestled with one arm all taped up. Terrible rap job, by the way. Definitely wasn't at a medical facility when she got it done. Beat Zoe Stark with one arm. This is terrible. This is terrible. They should have had her fight, but she should not have been. She should have never won this match.
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to get this new women's group over, and he let one of the better wrestlers on the women's division. Zoe Stark's a great wrestler. Her finisher, the Z360, is fucking amazing. I love it. Right? Modified go to sleep or whatever that is. Or spitting go to sleep. But Zoe Stark wins by pinfall with a Yoshi tonic. What is a Yoshi tonic?
Zoe didn't win. Zelina won.
Zelina won. Sorry,
It was a Canadian Destroyer.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, it was a Canadian Destroyer. That's all it was.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll fast forward here. We did get a CM Punk is back, baby. He's cleared. Yes. All right.
It's awesome.
That
was awesome.
And Drew is reinstated.
Drew's reinstated. I guess he apologized to the two chump referees. These referees, let me tell you.
It was that one guy that's got more spray tan than anything.
He is dark, bro. He is dark. He's darker than Brian Hardy. You should never apologize to a referee. They mess up so much during matches. They make matches go long.
Hey.
Sorry, Jeremy. I wasn't directing that towards you.
That was Brandon.
Yeah, it's for Brandon and
That's definitely for Brandon.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely for Brandon.
Actually, you should thank Brandon because he's the one who counted 3 for AK.
I love me some Brandon this week. All right, we're going to direct it towards Joe Lance. Referee Joe Lance. Anyway. Punk's, waving him on. He wants to fight. He's got the look in his eye like he wants to fight, or someone kicked his dog, Larry. And basically Drew said, "Nah, I don't feel like it." Right? And Punk ran out of the ring, tried to attack him, couldn't get to him. So I guess we're gonna get that SummerSlam with a special guest referee, Seth freaking Rollins.
Yep.
That's gonna be an interesting match. And some people on the internet, from what I'm reading, is saying this is kind of like the Bret Undertaker with Shawn Michaels, the referee.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm thinking the same thing. It's kind of got that feel to it.
They announced that next week on Raw, the 3 of them will be in the ring to discuss the referees' directions for this match. So there's no telling what kind of rules that Seth is going to have for this.
Yeah. Well, Seth is going to screw Punk, I believe, in this one.
I think so too.
Yep.
Drew has been screwed so many times by CM Punk over the last couple months, whatever. It cost him a world title at WrestleMania, cost him a spot, cost him a cash in. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
And another title match at Clash at the Castle.
Yes, yeah.
That he had won.
Does that then transfer Punk going? It takes Punk out of the Drew story for a little bit and puts Punk with Seth, and they go have a feud for a while. And
I think it's going to end up in some sort of triple threat at some point.
I think Punk's going to end up taking the loss, but Rollins is going to also get some get-backs at McIntyre as well.
Yeah, I think
tried to cash in on him and Priest.
Yeah, adding Seth to the mix here keeps his story relevant and keeps his story hot, just in case Punk gets hurt again.
Yeah,
Seth is still involved in this story, and if some bullshit goes down, Punk goes out, Seth can pick up the pieces and hike up his.
It's very smart. It's very smart business.
Yeah.
Also, if they end up doing a triple threat match, it takes a little bit of load off of Punk from.
Yeah, it does.
So.
Yep.
Agree.
All right, so we're all calling it. CM Punk gets screwed by Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I can see that. because I think it gives them a way to go to get out of the Drew story for a little bit, go with CM Punk and Seth for a little bit, as long as Punk stays healthy. And again, big if, but as long as Punk stays healthy, then they can revisit the Drew storyline later, after Punk and Seth have had a little go around. Because again, they've had this story going with Drew and Punk for a while now. So, even without any matches to it, they've really built this story well. But now they need a place to kind of separate the three men and kind of get, each get Punk on a different tangent for a little bit. I think it's a great way to do it. I really do.
Right on.
Yeah.
How long before Punk blows another tire? You think he makes it out of 24 and then the 2025 before he's hurt again?
He's going to get injured again. Probably after this match.
If he was smart, he's not. The guy still wants to fight, right? The guy still wants to fight. I'm going to equate it to myself. I want to get in that ring and throw fucking hands every time I get in that ring. Reality is, I get punched in the face or I land on my neck or back. I'm sore for fucking 2 weeks. Punk's got a rip, and I definitely don't work like CM Punk and them do. So you got to realize what your body can take and what you can't take. So you have to sometimes change the way you wrestle, right? You have to change the way you do things. And I don't believe CM Punk is ready to do that. I think he still wants to fight. So fight, Punk, fight.
I wish him the best.
Yeah, I'm not a big CM Punk fan.
Yeah.
I think he caused a lot of bullshit problems.
I like CM Punk.
Yeah, you and Scotty. That's it. You have CM Punk underwear over there? What do you have back there?
I got a figure back there. AEW CM Punk figure back there.
Oh, okay. Their premium.
The limited edition one, because he was very limited.
Is that the one without the triceps?
No, it was a bicep there. It was a tricep here in
on that
WWE.
Okay.
It was a bicep, and he stubbed his toe getting into the ring.
On the back, actually, if you read the back of the box on his bio, it says, "I am so sick of working with idiots, children who can't get along."
It also says "fragile, handle with care" on the box.
Comes with his own bubble wrap.
Yeah.
It should have come with a pack of muffins from Mindy's Bakery.
That would have been awesome.
I got one question. How much can one man exploit his fucking dog?
Larry's over, bro. Larry is over.
Hey, it's the same amount that I can exploit my fucking cat.
They have a zombie. I think it's Zombie Sailor, one of those zombie figures like the Danhausen stuff we got. They came out with a limited edition CM Punk one that comes with Larry the dog.
No way.
It was already in the works before he signed with the WWE, and it actually came out after he was with the WWE. But yes, it comes with Larry the dog.
That's great.
Can't wait until one of the figures ends up getting returned to a Walmart and it's on the shelf where Larry the dog's in a Kenny Omega box.
That will happen. I guarantee.
And you know Scotty would find it.
Very possible. Very possible. All right, the main event: Jey Uso, Sami Zayn versus Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McCoconut.
We did skip the whole Judgment Day thing with the backstage jumping of Jey Uso, and then we skipped the whole thing with who were they looking for?
Well, we skipped the part. Didn't want to go through everything, but we skipped the part where Mommy grabbed Dom and said, "Let's go to the ring." They're in the middle of the ring. They call out Liv. Liv comes down and she goes,
with
"I want
her
to hear you
shorts on," and that was the part where I wasn't wearing pants.
Yeah, her butthole. Yes, definitely, her butthole was hanging out during that. She comes out. She says, "Dom, I want to hear those 3 words." And Dom says, "You want to hear the 3 words? I hate you." Of course, Liv starts crying, and Mommy is really happy and licks him on his cheek. I guess she was tasting him to see, see if he tasted like Mindy's Bakery, and then gave him a kiss on the cheek. And who knows where we're going to go with that. Liv was pretty upset, though.
I think it's an act. Dom and Liv are leaving SummerSlam together. Mark my word.
I have a feeling.
I'm hoping.
And again, this is perfect because it wasn't it at SummerSlam that Eddie and Ray had their famous ladder match for custody of Dom.
I believe you're right.
Yeah. So now,
Absolutely, you're right.
Dom on the pole.
Yeah, Dom on a pole.
Who wants a mustache ride?
that is a pretty sweet mustache, guys. I ain't gonna lie. He needs a sombrero. That's what he needs. He needs a sombrero. He is this
If he
close.
wore a
I want to
sombrero,
see
he
him.
would look like Eddie Guerrero in the early days. I'm
This-
not even lying.
He is this
Sombrero.
close.
He's got to start coming out with the Eddie Guerrero card
Poncho.
too.
Oh yeah. He is
Yeah.
this close to being the south of the border logo guy. This close. This close. But we did get a the Judgment Day jump Jey Uso in the back, and that's how we ended up with this main event. Jey Uso, Sami Zayn versus Judgment Day. Not for the titles though.
I also think they're getting the Jay and Sammy back together to reform that OG bloodline.
Yep, the OG bloodline's
Yep.
coming back.
Set that up. They're going to set that up for. I feel like that's going to go off. The bloodline versus the bloodline's going to happen. Survivor
That'll be
Series.
War Games. Yep.
And I think it's
Mania,
gonna-
baby.
I was going with it.
Oh,
War
dude, if
Games.
that was at Mania.
Mania, baby.
You think?
I hope
Think it'd be
so.
Mania?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Survivor
It'll be
Series.
War
Bloodline
Games. Yeah,
versus
Survivor
Bloodline.
Series.
Now, it may
Whoa.
continue in Mania, but I think that's where they're going.
Jey Uso and Sami Zayn win by pinfall after a diving splash from from Jey Uso onto JD McFunko Pop.
I gotta
And
get
then-
those foam hands.
You want those? Why don't you just order them?
I don't know. Well, last night was the first time I saw him, so.
Did you see he grabbed like somebody had one and he grabbed it off of him and used it and then threw
Oh
it?
yeah.
The fuck?
Dude, that
$40
kid
bucks.
probably paid $20 for
It
that.
probably was $40, and that
Yeah,
was
it's
probably
probably
for
$40
one hand, not
Yeah.
two.
That's definitely you only get one.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I used to have the Stone Cold middle finger as soon as they came out with those,
There you
Oh,
go.
How do you not still have that?
because somehow the middle finger ended up getting torn off. I think I might
I
have
had
poked
the
one of
Hogan-
my
I
friends
had the
one too many
Hogan
times
one.
with it.
You got the Hogan what, Jeremy?
I had the Hogan like #1 finger. I had that back in the day.
Hmm.
I don't
I
have
think
it anymore.
I think I poked one of my friends too many times with it, and the finger eventually just tore off.
Yeah. Damn.
What?
All right.
What? Hey, Ricky, what was her name?
No.
He said like this, not like this.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn. Yeah. Reverse. Two in the stink. Anyway, at the end of the match, we get Braun Breaker comes out and spears Sami Zayn.
Yep. There you go.
He's definitely taking the title this time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was getting ready to say that.
We're gonna
Braun Breaker's getting the belt.
We're gonna see. We'll see. He's one of those guys though. When he gets a belt, then what happens? What do you do with him?
Dragunov. Him Dragunov probably feud.
He just killed him. He just killed Dragunov. He's dead.
Sheamus,
Yeah.
Sheamus is still out there, even though he's probably getting ready to do something with Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne. So
God.
anyway, that's gonna do it here for Hard Rate Wrestling. Boys, thank you so much for being on. Now, next couple weeks gonna be a little screwy because I'm going out of town. I will be in South Kakalaki all next week. I won't be back until probably Friday, and then I have a walkthrough for a wedding and a wedding on Saturday, and I will not be back to see SummerSlam. I will have to watch it on Sunday after
Oh.
the fact, unfortunately. So I'm thinking maybe next Saturday before I go to this wedding, that maybe we can jump on here in the morning and go through and do our predictions. What do you think?
I'm down.
I'm
Jeremy,
down.
you in for that?
Oh yeah.
All right, awesome. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much. We've had an influx of people. I like that when we get like a nice influx of people, I like to go and explain myself and explain who we are, but we didn't get a chance. But we'll do it again. We're creeping up on 1,000, but we can't do it without you and you and you and you.
And just so you know, we are now 7 ahead of Independent Rewind because I went and unsubscribed to them.
You subscribe to who?
He unsubscribed to them.
Subscribe to Independent Rewind, so now we're 7.
You don't unsubscribe to him. Go subscribe to him. You're so dirty.
Yes, I am.
Anyway, if this is your first time here, thank you again. Please go like, subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up when you come across this video. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. The more thumbs up we get, the more it ends up in people's algorithm, and the more people get to see the head of the best referee in West Virginia, Brandon. Oh, all right, T-Bone. Anyway,
I thought you were talking about me. Sorry.
Of course you did. I led you down a narrow path. If you don't like looking at us, because honestly, I try to bring people in here to help the viewership, but he's not helping. Like, he's not a good looking boy. He's not a good looking boy. I'm not a good looking boy. Scotty's probably the best looking dude on here.
And I can't be on 4 screens at once.
And you absolutely can't be, right? You're limited, and your screen is smaller than everybody else's, is what I hear. So, damn. Without Austin here, I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. So Scotty's wearing his glitter makeup, which makes it look better. But if you don't want to see us, you can catch us on all your podcasting platforms. You can catch us on iTunes.
What?
You can catch us on Spotify.
What?
You can catch us on Google Play.
No.
You can't. Why? Because Scotty fucked it up. That's right.
Yep.
Scotty fucked up Google Play. But you can also, now Google Play is on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and listen to podcasts too. So we appreciate you guys. Make sure you go to our Facebook page. For some reason, our Facebook page has blown the fuck up. I think it's the reels and stuff that I'm doing, but it is over 8,000 members or 8,000 followers or whatever. 8,000 followers on our Facebook page. Thank you so much. Our Instagram is now over 400 people, and it's only about a month old. Instagram has been kicking ass. And for those who don't know, Facebook is for people who can read. Instagram is for people who can't read. So if you just like looking at pictures, go to Instagram. So again, thank you guys so much. Jeremy, Ricky, Scotty, thank you again. We're going to see you guys next time.
On the hard way.
Peace. Jelly Nutella.